Right, interesting one today, because today's video was going to be about me taking my all-electric Porsche Taycan EV electric car down and around London, Luton and London, to go and test out the Tesla Supercharger Network, because some of the Tesla Superchargers now are open to other cars, other EVs. Quite a few actually. I downloaded the app, was quite surprised. However, then it took a bit of a twist, took a bit of a turn, because I did a bit of a research and I'm looking online, I'm thinking, hang on a minute, Renaissance Hotel, and then Tesla people are up in arms. They're saying they're being charged parking charges to park their car and charge them at Tesla Superchargers. I'm thinking, that cannot be right, surely. You're a Tesla user and you've got Tesla Superchargers, and you shouldn't be charged a parking fine. So obviously they've jumped on board. I'm guessing that this is the fault of the hotels and the managers up there who are trying to make profit. I'm guessing anyway. Some scum-sucking leech who wants to make more profit for their business, etc. And they're putting it on Tesla owners. Now, I am not an evangelist lover, as you know. I don't think electric cars are the future. But in this video, my friends, I am actually on your side, because what I do not like, even more than evangelists, are parking charge companies. They are scum-sucking leeches, in my opinion. I don't know what you think. Let me know in the comment section down below. So we're going to head down there. We're going to go to Luton, to the Superchargers there. I think they're okay. There's no charges there. But the one at the Renaissance Hotel, you have to pay to charge your Tesla or any other electric car that's there. I think the first 15 minutes are free. I've read this online, so we're going to find out. We're going to see whether there's any truth in this, and if there is, then shame on you who put this parking charge in force for these Tesla owners. Now, do me a favour, even the Tesla owners and the evangelists out there, because I'm on your side with this one, okay? This is not slating electric cars at all. There might be a little bit in there, but do me a favour and hit the subscribe button, like it, share it right across social media. Let's get this video going viral and help out the Tesla owners, because where does it stop? It starts with the Renaissance, it goes to another place, it goes to another supercharger, then it starts on InstaVolt and other chargers, and then electric car owners eventually are going to end up paying not only to charge their car, but also to park their car to charge it. You see where this is going, don't you? Anyway, so hit that subscribe button, share it on social media, do all the stuff, give it a thumbs up. Now, without further ado, my friends, let's go. Right, okay, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. I mean, come on, it deserves a subscribe, doesn't it, with all them clips that I've just done on the intro. How many different camera angles for that? It took me about half an hour to get all them set up. Anyway, right, let's get down to business. First one that we're going to go to is Luton, Tesla Supercharger Network. It is 112 miles from here. I have got 236 miles of range. However, I haven't. I'm going to put the air conditioning back on and the heating back on. I've actually got 219 miles of range because I've just put the heating on in the car because it's cold. I've got 99% of range. My steering wheel's starting to warm up, which is nice, and my bottom feels like I've just wet myself because it's heated seats. So we're going to get there and try that one out first. Look at the costing of it as well. and see how much it actually costs. I have looked on the app, on the Tesla app, and you can pay a membership, a monthly membership, for the Tesla app or whatever, and then you can get cheaper charging. So if you've got Tesla chargers around you and you've got a non-Tesla car, then pay the membership and then you get cheaper electric and cheaper to charge your car. But it depends, because it seems to be that most of the chargers, the Tesla chargers that are open to non-Tesla cars, seem to be around London, etc., and down south, because we don't exist up north, do we? Oh, north, Midland. Well, we're Midlands, aren't we? But anyway, so there we go. There's if you download the app on your Apple or Android or whatever, then you can see, and it shows you exactly where all the chargers are. So it's going to be interesting, because Tesla always spout, or the Tesla owners, Tesla evangelists always spout that their charging network is better. I'm going to say though, I am going to feel, I'm going to ask Tesla owners now, all right? So Tesla owners, this is a question directed at you. I've charged at a Tesla charging point once before in Wales, or twice before, I think, in Wales. And I've pulled up in my Taycan, and I feel like your eyes are sort of like burning through me, as if I shouldn't be using your network. I feel like an outsider that's not welcome. Is that the case? Do you Tesla owners not want non-Teslas to charge on your network? Because personally, if I owned a Tesla, I wouldn't want outsiders on the network. I'd be like, why are you... I wouldn't want Elon Musk and Tesla to open up your network to other cars, because the big thing about Tesla is the network. If you start opening it up to other cars and other EVs, then you kind of lose something. I don't know, it's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm gonna hit the road. I need a coffee. I need maybe a little Krispy Kreme. I've got a Krispy Kreme obsession at the moment. Also a little Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme. Let me know that as well in the comment section. Right, let's get to the M1 South and get to Luton. And I believe there's a football match on today as well. So, because it is a Saturday when I'm filming this. Right, come on, onwards. You know these parking charge companies, right? These scum-sucking leeches, as we like to call them. That's what we're going to name them now, scum-sucking leeches, because that's what they basically are. I went to a fish and chip shop in Nottingham the other week, in West Bridgford. A good one, by the way, there it was. I did a video on it, and it was cod scallops. And it was in a retail park, and I got in there and I did all my b-roll and all my filming, etc. And I got in, and there was like, and I saw a sign. I said, there's 2 hours parking, it says there. Is that right? I said, can you pop in your computer or whatever, or your iPad, so that you can put in that I'm eating here and I don't get a parking charge? And there was like, oh no, we can't, they don't allow that on this retail park, the company that does it. I was like, all right, what do I do then? I said, I'm going to wolf my fish and chips down. They said, well, if you get a fine, give us a ring and we'll get in touch with them and try and get that taken off for you. And I was like, that's absolutely insane. So I said, this is crazy. Luckily, right, I kind of knew that there was parking charges on there, on that car park. And lo and behold, I can't believe what happened, because I was in longer than 2 hours and I thought, oh no, I'm going to get charged for this and get a fine. But believe it or not, there was a leaf stuck to my number plate, so it couldn't actually get my reg plate, my number plate. Couldn't take a picture of it, because it's obviously, it was autumn when I was doing it. And there was this leaf on my number plate, stuck to my number plate, kind of glued to my number plate. Odd, really. So yeah, that was great. Worked out really well, thanks to autumn, or fall if you're in America. But it does, it's absolutely crazy. And where does it actually end, all this? Because there's a lot of electric charge points where time's limited and you get charged. It's like in petrol stations and service stations, etc. Service stations, you go in and you only get 2 hours before they charge you, etc. Now, bear with me, this is a long chat, but when I did a trip from John O'Groats to Land's End, I figured out that it takes longer than 2 hours sometimes to charge your car, because it was summer when I did the one on my own, and there was, you'll see it if you go back for the videos, there was cars piled up ready to charge, so you had to wait for them to get off, and by the time that you got your turn to charge your car up, then you'd already spent an hour and a half, so that left you half an hour to charge, so you had to go over. And yet again, the parking charge people get their money because they're fining you, so you're getting penalised to charge your car, and it makes my blood boil. And I'm gonna shame these people today. I'm gonna shame the hotel if it's their fault, because the hotel should say no, we're not doing it, to the parking charge companies. And I'm gonna shame the parking charge companies as well. Shame on you for doing this to Tesla owners and EV owners. Shame on you. Anyway, there we go. Come on, onwards. Great about that leaf though, wasn't it? Can you believe that? That was lucky, that was, wasn't it? Right, come on, onwards. Right, on the M1 South. You know what, I should have shares in the M1, I spend that much time on it. You do realise, by the way, EV owners and evangelists, etc., who spout on about how electric cars are cheaper, etc. They are if you charge at home. We know that, especially if you're on Octopus Energy, etc. But if you go out in the open, in the real world, they cost you more. It costs a fortune, 75p a kilowatt, 85p a kilowatt. It differs on different ones, and that's now right at the start of it, right? You think we're at the beginning really of the electric car era, which is what the evangelists say it's the future. It isn't. Just give it a few more years, you'll figure it out. This video will date very well, believe me. The kilowatt is going up per hour, so these companies are starting out at that. You're eventually going to pay over I don't know, 75p a kilowatt, so you're going to end up paying over £1, maybe over £2 a kilowatt. It's just going to get more and more expensive to charge your car out in the real world. So, and then you're going to get parking charge companies, scum-sucking leechers, getting their bit as well. So can you imagine going into a petrol station now, right? You've got unleaded or diesel, and you go in there and you're filling up, and then you go, oh, hang on a minute, whoa, what? Parking charge. What do you mean parking charge? Well, you're parking, you're filling on the forecourt. We're charging you to park on the forecourt to fill your car up. That's how ludicrous it actually is, and it's only going to get worse. It's crazy. Anyway, I need a coffee. Come on. Maybe I shouldn't have a coffee until I charge, because you end up having a coffee when you charge, don't you? That's another cost, another expense. Come on, anyway, let's get a move on. 101 miles to go, 1 hour and 44 minutes, 93% of battery, and 198 miles of range. It's funny because, I know I'm wittering on, but bear with me. Electric car owners, they've got to be like me. You must begin to get terrified and shudder when you think of the winter, because you're losing range. I lose about 40 to 50 miles of range in the winter. It's absolute madness. Right, coffee time. Right, so If you watched my video yesterday, you will know that I am off to Perth, Australia in the next few days. I'm going direct on Qantas and I'm going to film the entire journey along the way, and also loads of videos while I'm over there. That's the reason why I'm going, so make sure you don't miss out on them. However, today it's all about electric cars and car videos. But I wanted to say, any viewers that I have in Perth, let me know where I can actually get an electric car from and hire an electric car. Or maybe you've got an electric car. If you have an electric car, or you've got a Tesla or any other electric car and you live in Perth, contact me on my email and let me know. Because I'm thinking maybe I might hire an electric car while I'm in Perth and just see what it's like and see what the infrastructure there is like. Or maybe you've got an electric car and you live in Perth. Contact me, let me know, and then if you don't mind being on the video, I can meet up with you and you can let me know what you think of the infrastructure over in Australia and how it would work. Because if you've got to get from Perth to Sydney and you don't want to fly and you want to drive, what's the actual infrastructure in the middle of Australia? Because from what I've heard, it's a lot of red sand and dust. So how are you going to do that? I guess you could do it in a diesel car, probably in one go with a big tank. Let me know anyway in the comment section. Might be kind of interesting to get in on the EV scene over in Australia. Right, I'm just going to pull in here a minute. Watford Gap. Very famous service is this, by the way. It's going to be a charging hub apparently. Now then, I don't know what they've done to the car park here. Let me just park up. I'm going to park right out of the way, right, so nobody can park next to me. And I guarantee you when I get back, I'll probably be wrong now, but somebody will be parked next to me. I'm going to get a coffee and then we're going to get back on the road again. I'll just let you know what we're at the moment. By the way, quick question, in fact I'll ask you outside in a minute, for Tesla owners, right? So pin back your ears, Tesla owners. I need you to answer me a question about Tesla charging. What's that? Map update successfully installed. Right, let me park up. That's very bad lighting that, isn't it? Right, there we go. Right, let's get out of the car, turn this milk float off, and I shall ask you this question. Right, I've always wondered. Right, come on, onwards. Right, so quick question for Tesla owners, right? You always say that should have got a Tesla, should have got a Tesla. Tesla's better. We know the Tesla Supercharger Network is better, but why is it better? And also, I need you to answer me this. I've often wondered, as a Tesla owner, if you buy a brand new Tesla car, do you get free charging in with that? So you just get as many charges as you want? Or are there some kind of regulations that you have to adhere to? Or do you just pay the same as us? Or do you get discounted charging? Just let me know in the comment section, because I'm confused. Do you get free charging? Don't know. I need to get my coat on, it's a bit nippy. Anyway, answer me that in the comment section down below. I'm going to get a coffee, I'm going to get myself a donut. Anyway, come on. Oh, a bit nippy. It won't be next week. I'll be going, oh, it's too hot, it's too hot. As soon as I get off that plane to Perth, in Perth, I'll be boiling. I'll be a whinging pom. Right, let's go and get this coffee and a donut. Come on. So they've already got charging points here, grid serve, which are fairly expensive. They're not the most expensive. So far, I think that's InstaVolt. But you've got your slow charging here. Got an MG there, look. Morag, calm down. Should be getting excited over that MG. When did MG start getting terrible looking. They're just awful, aren't they? I mean, I've said before, look at the MG Midget years ago. Great car. Now MG is, it stands for oh my goodness. And then you've got the faster chargers here, quite a few banks of them. Couple actually available. Right, time for a Krispy Kreme. Another question for you. Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donuts, and also Starbucks or Costa. Or, what's the other one? Pret-a-manger as we get in further down to London. Londoners seem to have Pret, don't they, as they call it now. Let's get in there, come on. Actually, now, you know what? I could order on here, or I could just go up to the counter and order with a real person. I think I'm going to go and order with a real person. There's too much of this now, isn't there? Automated tills at Aldi and everything. Let's use real people, otherwise you'll lose it. Come on. Right, got my skinny latte. I got my Krispy Kreme. By the way, she said, which donut have you got? I says, oh, the Lotus Biscoff. I said, that's probably the most popular one. And she says, it is. She says, that is by far the most popular one. I always feel on edge when I walk past the electric charging points. I feel I'm going to get lynched by the evangelists. Right, back to the car. And then we'll get back on the road again and get to this Tesla charging network. Right, come on, onwards. Right, got my Costa coffee there, and I've got my Krispy Kreme, and also at Costa Coffee she said, would you like a free sweet? So I got a free Galaxy. Keep that for on the way. Can have my Lotus Biscoff. I am going to say, by the way, I mentioned my mate Steve Lowe. I've mentioned him before, and he hates Lotus Biscoffs. Obviously you're not right in the head, Steve. How can you not like Lotus Biscoff? Everybody likes Lotus Biscoff. It's the best. Now then, just look at this. Krispy Kreme for the win. And I saw one in New York as well, in Manhattan. On my rounds, they've got like a Krispy Kreme shop there. Look at that. There we go. I'm going to go in for this. Here we go. Look at that. Oh no! Spilled it on my car. Right, I'll eat this, then we'll get in the car and get back on the road. See you in a minute. Right, okay, let's get back on the road and let's get to this Tesla Supercharger. Why is it called Supercharger Network? Supercharge! I've got to say, by the way, I'm using the GoPro here, and they are terrible. The amount of issues that I have with GoPros, what that was, with GoPros is unbelievable. You just keep freezing, switching off. Honestly, if you work for GoPro or you work with GoPros, I'm right, aren't I? They are absolutely abysmal. I've got to replace the GoPro with something else, with a better camera. Terrible. Right, come on, let's get on the road. Onwards. How do you get out of here? I don't know. Where am I going here? I've got a Hyundai Ioniq behind me. I'm going through a petrol station to get out there. Oh, bliss. Look at them just filling up, showing off, filling up and then getting back on the road. Show offs. Whoever thought of that would be a good idea? Put fuel in your car and get back on the road again. Anyway, come on, onwards.
One of us. One of us. One of us.
No, no, I'm not one of you. I'm just trying your network out. I'm not one of you. I'm not an evangelist. Sent shivers down my spine, that has. Need to pull in a little bit. Made my stomach turn.
One of us. One of us. One of us.
No, no, I'm not one of you. I've told you I'm not one of you. I'm just testing your network. Wow, that's bright. Anyway, while I've got you, he's moved into that lane now. While I've got you, I always feel on edge when I'm driving past Tesla or other evangelists now, because I think they've probably seen my video and their eyes are burning through me. But anyway, let me just tell you this, by the way, these parking charge companies, absolutely outrageous. You've got to agree with me, whether you're an evangelist or not, that these companies literally are, as I've said, scum-sucking leeches, because they're popping up everywhere. They're popping up in Starbucks, they're popping up in McDonald's, they're popping up in Costa Coffees, in Tesco's, in Asda, and you've literally got a time limit weighted on it. Now, I can understand if they're in busy areas where people are trying to take advantage and trying not to park, etc. But it's absolutely outrageous. And if you're charging your car as well, you should be allowed to stay as long as you want, or at least until you've finished charging. There should be some sort of rule in there for it. But they're popping up everywhere, and it just reiterates my argument I've said to myself many times, and I've said to you, that everything is about control. And the motorists seem to be getting penalised all the time, whether it be parking charges or speed cameras, but it is all about control, in my opinion. And I've said that, and again with electric cars, you're going to plug your electric car in at home and you'll be penalised eventually, because they'll put whacking great taxes on it and change it so that you're not going to be able to just use your normal house electric forever, I don't think anyway. So you'll be penalised, and eventually you're told about how far you can travel. If you travel without your 15-minute city or whatever, then you'll be fined, you'll be penalised, and it is coming. And a lot of people can't see it, and I don't understand why you can't see it for yourself. That's what's coming, and that's what the electric car is about, in my opinion. It's all about control. So there we go. But this video, I mean, I was gobsmacked when I actually read online that Tesla users are being charged for parking while they charge their car. And if it is down to the hotel, right, then shame on you. Shame on you. Hang your head in shame that you have got into bed with these scum-sucking leeches who just want your money and want to penalise the motorist and make big profits for themselves. And there we go. And I'm pretty sure whether you're an evangelist, an EV lover or whatever, you will agree with me. You should be allowed to charge your car and not get penalised for parking there. It's ridiculous. Anyway, we're in traffic now for 20 odd minutes, and we're down to 58%, 136 miles of range, and we've got 17 miles left to go. So I won't say onwards, because we can't go onwards because we're in a traffic jam. So come on. Right, almost there now. Another, what have we got? 1.3 miles, got 7 minutes to get there. I've got 50% of battery left, 109 miles of range. I would say I'm looking forward to this because I'm interested in these Tesla charging networks, but I am very, very dubious about it and a little on edge to have all the Tesla owners just staring at me. First of all, because some of them might have seen my videos and will hate me, and second of all, they'll hate me because I'm using their network. I mean, I've been to Porsche before, to the Porsche garage, and I've seen people turn up in Audis, or I think I saw an Ioniq once as well, and inside me I'm going, why are you charging? Get off. Get out of the Porsche. You don't belong on these chargers. And now I'm doing what they're doing on the Tesla network. So, you know, do you think, I've asked this earlier on, but just in case you missed it, Tesla owners, do you think they should open the entire Tesla network to non-Tesla drivers, to non-Tesla cars? Let me know. I bet you say no. I bet none of you say yes. Right, turn left here. Think, yeah, turn left. Right, well, I've put the postcode in and it's, blimey, this is narrow. It's saying that it's round here on a retail park. So, and there are parking penalty charges here as well by the looks of it. Turn right and then turn right again. It says they're around here. I've popped the postcode in from it. Where are they? Got to be around here somewhere. Right, okay, found it. Milk float off. There are other brands charging up here, but I've got a Tesla user right next to me on my left here, and a little lad he's scowling at me. All right, okay, probably looking on in jealousy. Look, Dad, why don't you get a real electric car? Why don't you get a Porsche instead of one of these toy cars? Anyway, come on, milk float off, let's get out of here. Come on then, this is exciting, isn't it? Tesla Supercharger Network, right next to McDonald's. So you can go and have something to eat while you're waiting. Come on. Right, so I open up the Tesla app on my phone here, which should be on here, Tesla. There we go, and apparently I just choose the number on it down here, which is 2B, or not 2B, that is the question. Right, where are we? We are here. Tells you that there's 9 available, and it is 59p per kilowatt, which is not bad. There's also a fee as well, which I think is a good idea. If you leave it plugged in, they fine you for leaving it plugged in, which is good because then it stops people leaving it and going off shopping, etc. You can also, if you have membership, if you want this, and where are we, how much is it, non-member, 54p non-member. If you're a member, 40p per kilowatt, so that's pretty good. Okay, so charge here, and then connection failed. Well, hang on a minute. Right, here we go. Okay, 9, charge here, Luton, 9 of 16 available, 250 kilowatt, and we want 2B. So 2B, update billing profile. Oh, I need to do that, 1 second. All right, update my billing profile. Okay, 2B, start charging. I guess I've got to plug it in first. What does it say? Plug in to start. Okay. Here we go, plugging in. Get in there. That's it. What's it saying on the app? There we go. Plug in to start. After plugging in, it may take up to 2 minutes to start charging. Does it say anything on the actual? Can't see any screens. Let me have a look. Nothing on the screen. Just says plug in to start, which is what I've done. Oh, here we go. It's working. There we go. 0.053 kilowatt. 0.1. Come on. Get up there then. 0.3. Not the fastest charging, I have to say, at the moment. Don't know why. Strange, isn't it? Says it'll be done at 3:26 p.m. and it's now 1:30. Not fast. What do you do while you're waiting? There's a McDonald's over there. Don't know what else to do. Ah, got an idea. This is it. This is what EV evangelists do, isn't it? EV owners, evangelists do this. Got an idea. Wait a minute. Wait there. Right, so Jeff Buys Cars got me this, because if you're going to be a proper evangelist, you've got to pack your own sandwiches, cut your crusts off, cut them into little triangles, like I said, and then get yourself a 1,000 piece jigsaw and see whether you can actually complete the jigsaw before your car is charged. Now, 1,000 pieces, can I actually get that done in time? Here we go. You can do it on the roof as well. Let's find these pieces. So we've got a little car there, lovely nice little car there, look, proper with an engine in it, proper little Mini as well, not an electric one. There you go. Look at that. Is that a little Triumph? Is that a Triumph? Nice car that. Can't see any charge points on there though, that's the only thing. Right, which piece goes in here? No. Do you know what? I think the jigsaw for me is the one that my little lad's got. I think it's a 10-piece jigsaw with them big blocks in it. That's probably more my style. That goes there. Have a look. Right, so I'm getting 46 kilowatts charging rate, £3.78 at the moment, 7.156 kilowatts per hour energy delivered. That's what I actually was looking at earlier on, so I got that wrong. I thought that was the charging rate, not used to this app, but 46 kilowatts. Not overly. Is that fast? Not great, that, is it? I might need a bigger jigsaw. But anyway, let's go and get a McDonald's. Do you know what? I'll have a burger instead. It's going to take me ages to do this jigsaw, and there's a bit missing. Jeff, it says at the top, piece missing there, look. So that would have been annoying, wouldn't it? Getting right to the end and then finding out you got a piece missing. That's almost as annoying as charging an electric car. Right, let's get into McDonald's and get in there, put these pieces back. I was getting into that though, I was getting excited. I found the piece for the number plate and a bit where it says tea rooms on it. I reckon I can get into this jigsaw bit as a evangelist. I reckon it's quite exciting, isn't it? Right, let's get into McDonald's. I'm going to get a burger. See you in a minute. Right, so got myself a McChicken sandwich. They kind of trap you, don't they? Because they go, oh, do you want a meal? I'm like, I don't want a meal. I don't want any fries. I haven't got time, and I don't want a drink because I don't want any soda. I've got a bottle of water in the car that I actually got from McDonald's that I didn't drink. So I just want the burger. Anyway, let's have a look at where we are charge-wise. Okay, so charging. I'm at 66%, 48 kilowatt charge rate. £8.10 so far, so I think what I'll do is eat this on a chicken sandwich and then we'll just hit the road, because we're going to have enough charge to get to the next one, which is the one that I want to see because of the actual parking terms. Actually, I'll eat this and then we'll go over there, because there's a penalty over there as well. I think you only get 2 hours or something. We'll have a look in a minute. McChicken sandwich. I always have a McChicken sandwich. I never have Big Mac or fries or anything. It's always McChicken sandwich. For me though, it was better when they didn't put it on a round bun. They used to have the actual buns that was the shape of the McChicken itself, of the fillet itself, but then they changed it to a round bun. Anyway, that's boring, isn't it? Let's go and see that in a minute. See you in a minute. Right, come on, let's have a look at parking charges. Right, I think there are regulations. There's always rules and regulations where motorists are concerned. Here we go. Maximum stay. 3 hours. I guess that's all right there for 3 hours, but still, there should be some kind of caveat that if it's busy, then you should be able to charge what you want. Anyway, have a look at this. But the one down that's the worst is the one we're going to go to next, which is the Renaissance Hotel. I think it's 15 minutes and the Tesla owners are up in arms. So I'm on your side here, Tesla owners, because it's absolutely wrong. Look at this. Here we go. Right, well, I reckon I'm going to unplug now and get to Heathrow, to the next one, because that's the one that I want to see and check out whether you do only get 15 minutes. Wow. Right, let's get this unplugged because we don't want to be paying idling fees, which is a good idea. Tesla, that is a good idea. I take my hat off for you there, I have to say, because there's so many cars at these retail parks where you come back to, they're charging, they just leave them and they take the mickey a little bit. Let's pop this back. Right, let's get to the next one, next and final one, which is down at Heathrow to the Renaissance Hotel. As I say, I'm going to put, wow, all these planes look. Right next to Luton Airport. Always reminds me of Lorraine Chase, was it? Nah, Luton Airport. Anyway, enough waffling on, let's get down there. Let's get to the Renaissance, come on. So, next destination, let's get to there, which is the Renaissance Hotel near Heathrow, and that is going to take us 43 minutes, 34 miles, and we're going to get there. What we've got now, 177 miles of range, 73% of battery. Got my little Galaxy there. By the way, if you wanted to know what the total charges was, etc., let's have a look. Let's get my phone out here. Here we go. Let's have a look. There you go. So there's all the charges, etc., of what it's cost me. Right, just pop that back. Okay, got my little chocolate as well, so I'm gonna have my Galaxy. Thank you very much, Costa. We like free. Right, okay. Put that in there because I've just had my car washed. Right, okay. Let's get on the way and let's get there. Come on, hopefully it'll charge quicker. Right, so to sum the Tesla chargers up, I do like the look of them. I think they look better. They look more aesthetically pleasing. Difficult to say with a lisp, but I managed it just about. They look nicer. The design of them is nicer. The cables aren't quite so long, which is a plus, but also could be a minus, I guess, depending on where your charge point is. Although saying that, the way that they're laid out, it doesn't particularly need a long cable, so that was better. Speed of the charge, not overly fast, was it? Is that because I wasn't a Tesla? Would it be any different if I was a Tesla? Does it throttle my charge because I'm not a Tesla? Let me know in the comment section down below. Plenty of chargers as well. What I will say is though, tweet this video to Tesla if you are a Tesla owner, because I think if this place, and I've checked online that they said that they are now charging you to park there, right? It's bad lighting, sorry, probably see the camera as well. If they are charging and fining you for going over 15 minutes unless you pay, right, that's bad. Tesla, this is a message to you. Pull your chargers out of there. Don't pay that hotel for having your charge points there. Get rid of them. Shame on that hotel if that's what's happening. Shame on the scum-sucking leeches who are the car parking charge people, right? Get rid of them. Pull your chargers out and put them somewhere else, because that is unacceptable. And I'm saying this because I've seen it online. Maybe it's changed now, but that was a few weeks ago. I can't imagine it have changed. I still reckon you're going to get charged after 15 minutes. Let's find out. Some people actually, if you look at the online, if you search for it and Google it, right, in the comments of it, at first they weren't even telling you. They had to stick some signs on the actual chargers themselves to let you know not to go over the allocated time. Now that is underhanded. Ultra low emission zone after the services. Doesn't apply to me or the Mayor of London. Controversial. There we go. So we've got another 23 miles to go. I reckon I'm going to start my own, get in the right lane here, Heathrow Dartford, 1 second. I'm going to start my own parking charge company. I'm going to call it Parasite Parking UK Limited. What about that? That's a great name, isn't it? Parasite Parking UK Limited, because that's basically what they are, isn't it? Right, let's get there and see whether there's any fact and reality, and whether truth is the word I'm looking for, that they are charging for you. When we're going here, 25, there we go. Anyway, let's get there, come on, onwards. You know what I find really interesting is, if you go into Birmingham's ultra low emission zone in this car, which is an EV, electric vehicle, electric car, whatever you want to call it, their ultra low emission zone cameras automatically recognize my number plate and know that it is an EV, so you don't pay the penalty. However, if you go into London in this car and you don't pre-register online that your car is an EV and put your license plate in, your reg plate in, right, then you will receive a fine as if you are a normal car. You have to go online and basically register that you have an electric car and you want to be taken off the list, or whatever it's called, exempt from the ultra low emission zone and the congestion charge as well, which is absolutely nuts. It's crazy, isn't it? You should be able to go in, and their cameras, because they're so advanced, should know, oh, that's a Taycan. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't have to pay the ULEZ fee or the congestion charge. Now, is that because there's a reason behind it, like their cameras are not that advanced as Birmingham's, or is it the fact that you've got the Mayor of London saying, let's get a little bit more spondoolies here and let's try and catch a few of these EV drivers out and have some more money off of them? Is that the reason? You let me know in the comment section down below. I'm not saying anything. I'm keeping my mouth shut. Ford Transit. Every time I see that, will it be chips or jacket spuds?
Will it be salad or frozen peas?
Will it be mushrooms?
Fried onion rings?
We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, it's chips, it's chips.
We hope it's chips, it's chips. Now, for those watching overseas who think that I've lost the plot, that's a commercial, by the way, that was on TV in the UK years ago, I think the 80s or 70s, for McCain. Was it McCain?
Bird's Eye Steakhouse Grills.
No, it was something, can't remember what it was. It was some little beef burger steaks or whatever. But it was on the TV, and I think it was in a Ford Transit, in the back of a Ford Transit. So there we go. Right, now where are we going here? Okay, Heathrow terminals 1, 2 and 3, which I'll be coming down to at the end of the week to fly off to Perth, Australia. Don't miss that one. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Right, here we go. Let's get down here. I've got to say, I used to love London. I thought it was an amazing place. Fantastic. Let me turn this air conditioning down a bit. I thought it was an amazing place, like a magical adult playground, etc. Right? It was, first of all, New York was my favourite city, and then it was London. And I have to say, whoever's running it at the moment, you've ruined it. Absolutely ruined it. It's an awful place now. Don't want to drive in it. Don't want to go in it. It's not safe anymore. How times have changed. Sign of the times. Right, where are we? Let's get out of here. 1 second. Okay. Right, so we've got 1.5 miles to go. God, that sun's bright. What's going on here? Hang on. He's pulling out. Tell you what, let's check the speed limits. 50 mile an hour here. We don't want to be giving Mr. Khan any money, do we? So there we go. Stick to the speed limit. Right, let's get there. 50 miles an hour. It's like a computer game, an arcade game driving in London. Watch the camera there. Watch the camera there. Watch that camera. Watch your speed limit. Watch where you're parking. It's all a targeting the motorist, isn't it? Here's one for you. I don't know whether it's just me. If you know the powers that be in London are watching, how about targeting the criminals and just leaving those motorists alone a little bit? You know, we're just minding our own business. Right, so I'm going to get a ticket, and it's £5 now to park, by the looks of it, to charge your car up. at the Renaissance Hotel. Now, where are the chargers? That's the thing. Where are the chargers? Let's try and find them. Come on, where are they?
You've arrived at your destination.
Where are they? Right, okay, so yeah, I can see some signs that are stuck on there for the Tesla people. Tesla charger parking, car parking rates below apply. Absolute joke. Shame on you. Not Tesla, I don't think this is Tesla's problem, is it? Shame on you, whoever's charging. Scum-sucking leeches. Right, let's go and charge it up, come on. Milk float off. And let's get out of here. Yeah, it's right, £5 to charge up your Tesla or any other vehicle. Absolutely ridiculous. That is wrong. Renaissance, shame on you. Car parking charge place, shame on you. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's get it charged up anyway. Just need my phone to charge it up. I wonder whether it is the actual Renaissance itself that's making out of this, or whether it's actually a parking company that they've got. Be interesting to find that out. I might have to nip into the Renaissance, use their loo and do a little bit of research. Let me grab my phone. Right, Tesla app. Let's do this. Tesla. Where are we? Tesla. Here we go. Come on. Where are we at? Oh, 250 kilowatt. Well, it's not 200. It wasn't 250 kilowatt that it was giving me, was it? Where are we here? Right, so he's plug-in to charge. 1D. Here we go. Come on then. Only got an hour. Come on. Come on, I've got an hour. I'm paying for this. Otherwise, if I go over an hour, I've got to pay tenner. No, it's not going to fit. I'm going to have to get back in the car and move it forward. Come on, quickly. This is part of my hour, this is. Move it forward. Come on, there we go. You don't want to scrape my wheels, it's a bit narrow. There we go, that should do it. Milk float off. Right, come on. Okay. Right, it stopped. Got to do it again. Plug into charge. I have done. Come on then. There's no LED screens or anything on these. I've plugged in. Right, okay, lots of planes over there. I'll have to have a quick look at some planes in a minute. 47 kilowatts charging rate, 61%. We're now at 3 minutes past 3. I'm gonna take you off of the microphone there and my tripod, and I'm going to go in and do a little bit of research and find out why they're charging and who's charging for this. Charging now. Charging? Sounds confusing, that. Charging to charge your car. Charging to park to charge your car. You know what I mean. Let's get in there. 47 kilowatts, that's it. Charging rate. That is, it's not great, that, is it? Let's get in there. In fact, you know what? I think I'll get my coat on first. It's a bit chilly. Won't be saying that in Australia next week. God blimey, it's too hot, it's too hot. Come on. Right, sorry if it's a bit windy because I've took my microphone kit off because I want to find out. There's a guy filming over there. I wonder whether it's Big Jet TV. Oh blimey, you get a good view of the runway here. Gotta say, I bet that is Big Jet TV over there. If you're charging your car, do you still have to pay for the car park?
Yes, sir.
You do. When is that?
The charging for Tesla. It's £5 per hour.
£5. When did that come into force?
8th of December.
8th of December. Who's actually charging for that? Is it the hotel or is it a car park?
hotel.
The hotel's charging for it.
Yeah, the car parking is in the hotel, right?
Right, but they're not. So they're actually charging Tesla users to actually charge their car now. And that is the Renaissance Hotel themselves, then, is it? Yeah, that it is. That's a bit off, that, isn't it? Really.
So,
Not good advertisement for the hotel, is it?
but we haven't done. I mean, we are just staff.
I know you're just the staff. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
I know, but
What
I'm
we
just
are
saying.
told.
It's what? Sorry.
We just do what we are told to do.
I know. I'm not having a go at you. It's you work here, but the hotel. So it's the actual hotel themselves that are charging for the car park then.
The Tesla charging.
For the
Yes.
Tesla charging. Shame on the hotel. Thank you very much. Right, so I've paid. There we go. Shame on the hotel. Shame on this hotel for charging Tesla users £5 to charge their car. Tesla, I suggest you take all these chargers out and put them somewhere else, because that is taking the proverbial, that is. I'm on your side on this one. Come on. So there you go. Allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly because the lady in behind the counter there could have got it wrong, but she did say that the hotel actually charged Tesla users £5 per hour, £10 1 to 2 hours. If you're here 24 hours, which you're not going to be anyway, are you? 24 hours, let's be honest, 40 quid. But, you know, that's absolutely outrageous to charge your car, and this is a proper Tesla charging station. So I reckon that is shameful. Shame on the hotel, or shame on whoever is making out of this, because I can guarantee it won't be Tesla. They wouldn't do that. Tesla, take these charges out and stop this hotel making profit and profiteering on the back of your cars. Absolutely outrageous. Right, let's see where we are now for my charging, and let's just get out of here. Unbelievable. I was actually going to stop at this hotel on Thursday night before I flew off to Australia, and do you know what? I'm not going to do, because I'm not giving them a penny of my money. Shame on them. Right, 49 kilowatts. It's absolutely outrageous, isn't it? I'm at 78%. I'm going to let it get up to 80%, and then we'll get on our way, because I don't want to go over the hour. I'm not giving them another penny of my money. Right, just hang about a minute. Let's go and look at some of the planes. Oh wow, Singapore Airlines. Is that the A380? I know that's not the A380. There was an A380 over there. Oh, it's moving now. Now then, for you aviation lovers out there, right, I think I'm going on the Dreamliner to Australia. Which is the better plane? The A380, the Airbus A380, or the Boeing Dreamliner? It is a Boeing, isn't it, Dreamliner? Which is the best? Let me know in that comment section. Oh, another plane coming in. Right, so I'm going to stop this now because I'm getting 50 kilowatts per hour, and I've got enough charge now. I'm up to 85%, which is plenty to get me back to Nottingham. So I'm going to wrap this video up. I'm going to say again, shame on the Renaissance Hotel. Tesla, if you are watching, in fact, tweet this to Tesla. Get your chargers out of this hotel's car park, because they're obviously making on the back of you, Tesla, and it is not acceptable at all. If you've got a Tesla, I can understand if you haven't got a Tesla. I'm siding on I'm erring on the side of Tesla here, because if you've got a Tesla and you want to charge your car, you're having to pay these bloody parasites £5 to park. Absolutely outrageous. Anyway, there you go. You can charge on the Tesla network. It hasn't been the fastest though, I've got to say. Doesn't seem to be giving me as fast a charge as the Porsche ones, or even Instavolt, I'll have to say as well, though it is cheaper. Is it worth getting a membership? Not really for me, because there aren't any Tesla charge points around the East Midlands or over in Leeds as far as I know. There might be a couple, I don't know. It actually shows you on the map. In fact, I'm going to stop this charging now. Let's have a look and let's see where they are. Here we go. Find the nearest charger. So it'll actually tell you. Oh, is it telling me to get? Oh, it's telling me to. It's not letting me see the map because it's saying unplug it and move, what you're going to get charged. Right, 1 second. Let me unplug it. Right, so there are actually some up north, Liverpool way, and also Harrogate way, or Manchester, sorry, Manchester at the Trafford Centre, and also at Harrogate, but not that many up north, mainly down south really, and a few in Wales as well. So it's not really worth me getting a membership, but there you go. Anyway, if you do like the video, by the way, do give it a thumbs up. Do hit the subscribe button. It does help push this video out further to other people. Put the word around as well. Boycott this hotel if you're a Tesla owner. Do not charge here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. You know what I find interesting is, I can't remember what I find interesting. It's gone.